the main thing that is happening is that awareness, aware of awareness, is a preferred state of reality. It's got nothing to do with what you think, what you feel. It's the background observation. That's always good. Despite what you're feeling, what you're thinking, it really doesn't matter. The preferred reality at this moment is that awareness, without anyone liking it, if that makes sense. And in its preferred reality, it is also thus the experience of what is arising out of it, the mind pattern that reacts to the body sensation. The preferred reality is just the seeing. It's just the awareness, the open heart of all experience, despite what is going on. It is only a habit that you get caught up in the mind and want to fix this yourself. Okay? That's just a habit. But awareness, aware of itself, can in fact experience that without separating from itself as awareness, knowing awareness, yet it becomes the experience of this continual habit to react mentally and emotionally to the body sensation, trying to claim experience as a personal doership, as a personal I. The preferred method of the Siddha, the preferred method of awareness, awakening, being present, will experience that for no one and remain gnosis. The tendency for personal orientation, which is a mental narrative and an emotional narrative, you could call it, charge, starts to be seen as a dynamic. The awareness, aware of awareness, starts to be seen as the reality. And it's here, through the action of preferred awareness being what is experiencing, the tension that's required to identify with the mental and emotional reaction to the body starts to dissipate. And only awareness can do this. This is the interesting thing. Only awareness can do this without doing, the doing of non-doing. This is why it's the action. It's an act of grace. And you are already that grace. Behind it all, observing. The only thing that will trip you up is believing that this tension that maintains this habit through identification is a tension, that this tension is you. And yet, as soon as awareness becomes the preferred method of what is real, what is experiencing, that tension begins to dissipate through the action of pure observation, through pure conscious contact, entire willingness, so to speak. And it's even here that you can examine the tension. You can, by remaining the preferred method of reality, of observation, you'll see that this tension is what's given the illusion of I, ownership, I, orientation. Self-will run riot. It takes you into all sorts of activities to try and change this, to facilitate that, to seek, to think, to possess, to work it out, to try and change something even. But as the preferred method of awareness being the discrimination, you'll come to see that no one needs to do anything. This tension simply needs to be fed. For it to be fed, it requires your awareness to identify with it, which means you're coming away from awareness being awareness. It's only through this act of discrimination that the dissolution of illusion begins to fall away. And as this tension begins to fall away, what is left is claimed by consciousness. What is left, being the body sensation, comes into the orientation of awareness being the experience.